Welcome, everyone, to Awesome Truth, a wrestling book club. I'm your host, Steve Semino, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Walt Schwenk. Hey, Walters.
Hello, Steven. How's it going?
My friend, it is going very well. We are back today, Walt, and we are doing a watch-along. It's Rumble season. The Rumble is literally days away, and so we are revisiting, as we often do, an old Royal Rumble, a bad Royal Rumble, a stupid Royal Rumble. But I think the first one that you and I certainly watched together, and probably the first one we ever watched in full, is that correct?
It's my first wrestling pay-per-view ever.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'd seen I'd seen Mania 10 and similar pay-per-view. But yeah, it was definitely I think it was the first Rumble I ever certainly paid for and watched in full. Of course, we're talking about the 1995 Royal Rumble. I'd say, is this a like historically hated one, do you think? It almost has to be if you look at these entrants, right?
I mean, you're going to see a certain entrance in this match that you're going to go, oh my God, I can't believe this was one of their top 30 talent at one point.
Spoiler alert, it's one of those Rumbles where there's a lot of tag teams in it, and you're like, oh my God. Like, when you see one of the Bushwhackers, you're like, okay, well, that means another Bushwhacker's coming, so that means we're fucked.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here, guys.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, it's not going to be great, but let's get started, Walt. It's a watch along. It's on Peacock, as the pay-per-views are still there. The time code on Peacock is 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 16 seconds is where I'm getting started at.
Wait, where did we agree to start at again?
The Fink should be in the ring talking, and I think about to throw it to the first entrant. We'll sync up between us for sure. Let me confirm that right now. The Fink is saying Royal Rumble. And the camera's beginning.
Before Pamela Anderson.
No, after Pamela Anderson.
Okay, crap.
Pamela Anderson is here. If you're curious about that, Pamela Anderson is here because she has agreed to walk down to the ring with the winner of the Royal Rumble at WrestleMania 11 or 12. 11.
11. All right, so I see. Okay, I see the Fink, and then I see the
camera panning
left. Yeah, so
okay.
Right before that.
So let's do 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 19 seconds. Are you ready, Walt?
Yep.
All right, here we go, listeners. 3, 2, 1. Rumble. Yep. And now the spotlight's pan. You see that? We're going over. And here comes
do.
There's There's Shawn right now in ridiculous outfit.
They just cut to the close up.
Yes.
Okay. Or not. Okay. It was across dissolve. It was if we're keeping with industry term.
Look at Shawn. That little hat is terrible. You had a hat like that, didn't you?
Oh my God! Yes, I did.
Did you ever wear it? It was just around the house hat? I know you were 10 years old.
I wore it around the house. I don't know if it was
you need to wear it like in the world, right?
I mean, maybe to a live house show, seasons beatings kind of event,
but never like to the grocery store or the mall or whatever. With your mom.
Oh, geez, yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
that would
Shawn's
be
doing Shawn's really soaking up being the number one guy, doing the sexy dance. Oh, Pamela Anderson loves it. She's smiling.
Yeah,
and she just raised eyebrows at the camera.
I mean, no, not to spoil it, but is this the entrance of a guy who knows that he's?
Yeah, it is telegraphing pretty. Obviously, he also is just he's egotistical for sure, so I guess you could chalk up to that. But he also does look like a guy who's feeling very cocky. Oh, and his number 2, his initial opponent, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Is he getting the Union Jack right now?
Yeah, he's coming out right now.
Yeah, great. All right.
Wearing a big, cool. That's a great jacket.
Yeah.
It's like an Allied Powers style jacket.
I will say, when I watched this, the only because I wasn't really a fan before this match. I didn't really have context as to who any of these people were outside of the Royal Rumble video game. So I knew who Shawn Michaels was just because of those old SNES games. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's go with that guy.
So we went to our friend Alex's house, friend of the show, right?
Friend of the show.
And we watched it there. You didn't even know what you were getting into?
I didn't really know what the Royal Rumble was.
Did your brother, who, you just went because Alex was your friend?
Yeah. And he's having people over. I'm like,
I don't know if I knew that. I don't know if I realized you were that, unplugged into what was going on. I thought you were just like sort of indifferent. Like, I'll go. You truly had no idea. You were, you were like, oh, I'll go, but it wasn't like you had any sense of like who these people even were.
Right. Well, outside of the SNES video game, of course.
Sure, of course. Obviously.
So I know who the big players were, like Undertaker, Bret Hart, 1-2-3 Kid, Razor Ramon, those guys.
Yeah, the big guys, yeah.
Yeah. But that's why this was like, little did I know that I accidentally was like super into.
Oh, this is one of those Rumbles with 30 seconds in between, guys?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So this is gonna go fast.
This is lightning round Royal Rumble, but for good reason.
That's another sign that they know this is a terrible, terrible show and card and entrance group is when you see him because that's one of the Blue brothers, Walt. That's Eli Blu.
You sure that's Eli or Jacob?
Wikipedia tells me it's Eli.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Good question, though. Well, again, once you see this, one of the Blue brothers. That means that probably a second Blue brother is on the way.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. This means that we got another one of these. It's like like the opposite.
He's big. I'll give him that. He's very large.
Yeah, he does look really big there. But it's like the opposite of a surprise entrance. It's like, we're getting Jacob Blu. I know that another spot's going to Eli. So like,
Jesus, another number.
It is. I knew this match was quick. I forgot how.
Oh, Walt, you know who that is?
Is that Duke the Dumpster Drosy?
That's Duke the Dumpster Drosy, sure is.
And the Jobs gimmick error.
Duke the Dumpster Drosy, who I always thought was big, is like maybe an inch taller than Michaels. He's really not that big.
Yeah. He's definitely wider.
He is wider, but I figured I was had the impression that he just got a job because he was just an oaf,
Yeah.
And he's oafish, but I thought he was maybe perhaps Eli Blu level tall. This card took place in Tampa Bay, apparently. The show was in Tampa. And let's see how many fans we had on hand. According to WWE, 10,000 beloved fans in Tampa, Florida.
This is a good number for 95. I mean, like,
as
a fan, were you excited about this going into this event?
I think a little bit. I don't think I was plugged into the show yet. Like watching Raw. I don't really recall watching week to week. I think honestly after this and after Mania, who is this man? Jimmy Del Rey. I don't even know who that is. You know who that is?
Oh, not a Blues brother, but Heavenly Body.
Oh, is he a Heavenly Body? Oh my God, so that means there's another Heavenly Body too.
Yeah, just
Jesus.
Yeah, will the Heavenly Bodies win the world title?
This is a nightmare Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I started watching weekly after this show, or pretty close around this show, because I remember being very plugged in Mania 11 on.
Okay. So when did you start watching this product? Was it in the 94 era? Like
93, I believe, was when I started watching a little bit. I was like reading. Honestly, the first memory I have is reading WWF magazine.
Wow.
I remember reading about King of the Ring 93, which I believe is when Yoko beat Hogan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I read about that. And I read about the cameraman, shooting the the camera that exploded in Hogan's face. I have visceral memories of reading about that.
Who knows? Maybe you're reading friend of the show Keith Ellie Greenberg's content back then.
That's right. I probably was. I didn't even think about that. I'm sure that's the case. And we got Sione. It's Sione. Is that Barbarian?
It looks like it.
But was his name Sione? That's what he's credited as here. Well, it's Barbarian.
Yeah.
It was Barbarian, I think, doing like a head shrinker style gimmick, it seems like, because he was with Captain Lou, right? Oh, there goes Jimmy Del Rey.
God, they really hand up this Michaels Royal Rumble spot because every guy who comes in tries to eliminate him, and he has this like over the top reaction to it.
Yeah, I assume the hook was Michaels is just an asshole, right? And everyone wants to get him out of there now.
Yeah.
Probably was bragging up into the show, and then everyone's just Barbarian not looking very swole.
No. He wasn't on his nitroroids. I mean, I don't know if he was ever a body guy, to be fair.
But I definitely was bigger. Oh, it's I thought that was Marty. That's Dr. Tom.
Yeah. That's the other heavenly body.
Wow. Dr. Tom.
Yeah. Vince is like, will Tom Pritchard win the Royal Rumble? I'm like, probably not. It's like
Man,
makes
there's a
this
few
Royal
good
Rumble
people
great.
coming. I'm looking at the Wikipedia. There's a few good people coming soon that'll really, clean things up a tad. So
Yeah. It's comical because like now it's like you have a Royal Rumble and you don't have a wasted spot, and like literally I can only count on one hand the number of like people who were even considered talented or like household names like in the wrestling history, like Luger, Michaels, Bulldog.
There's maybe a few others, but honestly, you named the big ones. And the other ones I like Owen. Owen wasn't going to win back then. That's honestly it. That's insane. Doink. Well, Doink's here.
Doink, okay.
You're right though, because now I feel like the issue is, when a Rumble comes around, it's like, oh well, there's only 3 or 4 people that could win it, and it's like you said, that's sort of the case here. But the other 26 people are, incredible wrestling talents, or great characters. And here there are 3 or 4 people that can win it, and the other 26 people are absolute dog shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, who would rather see like Shane McMahon and Bad Bunny or like Jacob and Eli Blu? Those are also throwaway spots, but like they're kind of exciting throwaway spots versus like just like 25 jobbers.
Yeah, or anyone in a tag, like we said, the tag team is the true kiss of death. Like, please, never, tag teams should never be in this match unless they're such single stars. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Quang.
Oh God! Did you see Doink just do a head scissors? By the way,
no.
Takedown.
Damn.
Wow, incredible.
That's definitely the most exhilarating non-Michaels move that'll happen in this match, probably.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Yeah, this is real. This is a dark era, as you hinted at, for WWF. I mean, I don't think WCW was not even rolling yet, right? Like, this was just, both of them were just sort of treading water at this point.
September 95 was the first Nitro, right? So
yeah.
Because Mr. Luger is with WWE.
Yeah, Mr. Luger's here. So WCW isn't even doing well. They don't even have a competing show. Like, both wrestling programs, they're chugging along with Saturday Night. Like, it's really just a sad period for everybody, I guess.
I mean, wrestling was objectively down in the mid-90s.
Yeah, once Hogan and Warrior, to a certain extent, were gone, there was a big period of, like, what do we do next?
Yeah.
And there's Rick Martel. God, he looks... No one in this match looks good. Are they all off their... Maybe this is just post... There? Is it post-roids trial? So there's like no one's on their roids? Because nobody looks good.
Michaels and Bulldog look pretty good.
Yeah,
but yeah, true. I know Bulldog had to have been somewhat clean.
Yeah, that's true. They do look good.
That's a terrible assumption.
There's a lot of flab. I'm just surprised by all the non-good-looking guys. Is that Quang?
Oh, yeah. Is that Savio?
Yeah, I believe so. I think Savio was always Quang, right?
I think. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
pudgy body. That's he's got that Savio pudge going.
He was Savio Vega in the middle of this same year, though. So when did he rebrand?
Let's look at that. I have 20 seconds to look this up before a new guy comes in. Oh, this is it. He is he's gone in 3 months, and he becomes Savio Vega.
He's quote unquote gone.
Yeah, gone, aka gets to be himself instead of a weird ninja. So, wow. Oh, here's bad guy Owen.
And Bulldog was a face, so
there's Brett. I assume Owen cost Brett the title match earlier in the night.
I'm pretty sure it was a schmoz finish where it was like a bunch of people came in and interfered.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, I can look it up. I have 20 seconds to look it up.
Because Backlund, I quit was it.
Let's run through this card. This is an interesting card. Interesting, I mean bad. Jeff Jarrett with the Roadie, aka Road Dogg, defeated Razor for the IC title. Taker beat IRS in 12 minutes. Diesel Brett ended in a draw. So you're right, probably schmaz, and they just called it the draw. 27-minute match with Diesel. Weird. And then 1, 2, 3 Kid and Bob Holly won the tag belts after a tournament.
Smoking Guns?
No, against they got Bam Bam and Tatanka.
Oh, and then Lawrence Taylor interferes, or no?
Correct. Yeah, they built to Bam Bam's match. Oh, is that Marty?
No.
Who's that? That's Timothy Well. Everyone with long hair, I assume, is Marty, and none of them are Marty.
Yeah, is Marty in this match? Would be my next
Oh,
question.
that is a good question. Marty is not in this match.
Oof.
Yeah, where's Marty on the card? Where's
He
Marty?
was there in 95, late 95, but he was there in 95. And Wells done.
So yeah, I guess that
Martel's
card is
out.
that's not the worst card for 95. Taker IRS is pretty terrible.
Yeah, Taker's not even in this match. Why is Taker not in this match?
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, I think maybe it was an era. It must have been an era where Vince would not let anyone who is in a previous match on the card into the Rumble, you know, because those rules always changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had Jarrett, Razor, Taker, Diesel's obviously Ciampa, Brett, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Bam Bam, and Tatanka, and all of them are not in the match. All those guys would make this match 100 times better if they were in it.
Oh, bushwhacker alert.
Uh-oh. Michaels got him. I think they cleared house otherwise. So it's a Bushwhacker and Michaels and Bulldog. Oh.
Yeah. Will the Bushwhackers win the championship? Nope. He's out in 20 seconds.
I assume Vince had to say that on commentary, right?
Kayfabe. He's just as good a chance as anyone else.
Was that Luke or Butch? What do you think? Which one do you think it was?
I'm not even gonna dignify that question.
It was apparently Luke.
Okay.
I mean, when you were a kid, what were your thoughts on the Bushwhackers?
I see. That's the thing is like by the mid '90s, they were kind of done.
Yeah, and I guess you were like 11 or 12. So not like you're still a kid, but you were definitely not into just like the dumbest shit. I assume you were getting a little like you like Michaels, you like or like Brett.
I was more of a Jacob and Eli Blu guy, which we're seeing the other one of them come in.
Yeah, the Bushwhackers are definitely for like 7-year-olds.
Right. They were for 7-year-olds in 1990.
Yeah.
So this is 95, so they've been around way too long. And the Blue Brothers gone.
Oh, there he goes.
They did do a good job of setting up this whole like 1 and 2 just surviving. This is the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah, I believe so. And then it became a thing after this.
Yeah, then it became
I guess Flair did it. Flair did it in '92. We'll just
he was
number 1.
He was number 3, yeah.
Oh, was Flair number 3?
He was not number 1.
Wow. Okay, I was wrong about it. But I thought he went.
Fact check me on that, but
you sure he wasn't number 1?
He was 3 or 4. Because I remember he comes to the ring and there's a cowbell when he's like entering, and it's like this.
You were right. Yeah. Bulldog 1, DiBiase 2, Flair 3. Good job. Wow.
Yeah, I know my mid-90s wrestling.
Yeah, you sure do. I should never have doubted you on that one.
Oh, King Kong Bundy. He was.
Oh, I guess King Kong Bundy, arguably like the 6th biggest star in this match.
Yeah, right.
Main evented a Mania, fought Taker at another one. Like about to fight Taker here, right?
I guess at 11 he faces.
Yeah, because Taker had nothing else to do, right?
I guess that is one of the tombstones you see.
Yeah.
For like
the famous Bundy tombstone.
Yeah. Next to like A-Train and Big
Nathan
Boss
Jones.
Man. Yeah. Oh God.
Star of Furiosa.
Oh, that's right. He is in that.
Yeah, he's in both of them.
Wow. It's a big. Landing a big role for him.
Good for him. Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, the next one's gonna really thrill you.
Oh boy.
Who is it? It's Sir Mo.
Oh,
there goes Sir Mo. He's not Sir Mo yet, obviously, but obviously he's always Sir Mo.
Yeah. Oof.
Sir Mo is genuinely one of the best names they ever gave anybody.
Yeah. Also noting that this is a Rumble without theme music for everyone past.
Oh, is no one coming out to music?
No.
So Michaels and Bulldog the only ones who got music?
You don't know who comes out until they actually show up in the ring.
But Michaels but its first 2 did get it. So it really, like you said, it even further emphasizes how they are the only 2 guys who matter.
Think about that in 2025 a Rumble where you're not hearing the person's theme song at least as they're coming to the ring.
It's crazy. It's like it's impossible to fathom. Like, why would they do that?
Yeah, such a time. This whole thing is a time and a place.
It is a bad time and a bad place, but kind of fun. I'm enjoying this. Oh, he's gonna get revenge for Sir Mo.
Oh my God.
King Mabel.
Man on a mission. What was the mission again?
To help out the streets, but also Fatu was helping out the streets. So
Yeah.
I'll see. We got Hoss on Hoss there. This is kind of fun.
Oh my God, look at that ring attire for Mabel.
Yeah, he looks outrageous.
What is that? It's like the Lakers mascot.
Do you remember the name of their manager?
I thought it was Mo.
No, Mo was his tag team. Mo became his manager, and Mo was his tag team partner at this time.
Okay.
You remember the manager's name?
I do not.
Oscar.
Okay. I can't even imagine a third person with them.
He just walked out behind him. That's the only reason I was like, oh, Oscar's there. Wow.
Okay. I did not know that.
Oh, man. This is. Uh-oh. Another bushwhacker, folks.
Yeah. Shall we count how long he's in the ring for?
Yeah.
Allowed together?
Is Michaels going to toss him? Is this really it? Is this how Bundy goes out? Wow.
2, 3.
So they did the Will Bundy go out
4,
spot, and then Bundy just went
5,
out.
6, 7, 8.
Michaels,
9,
is he eye rake him and then throw him out? Yeah.
11.
So
12.
Michaels gave him one eye rake, and then that was enough to eliminate the bushwhacker.
Over under was 20 seconds, so he took the under. Congratulations.
What a dig move. Michael throws out both bushwhackers with like no offense whatsoever by him. He just
eliminated a lot of people in this match. I always expected Bulldog to do the clearing house and then.
All right, we're getting a few good people soon, but kind of not really.
Kona Crush has to be soon.
Yeah, he's on the way. I don't think it's Kona Crush though. I think it's Evil Crush, right?
Or sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's Scary Crush, like Japanese themed Crush. Mr. Luger.
Yeah, who does he fight? Because him and Bulldog are supposed to be friends at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh wow.
Wow, unbelievable.
Are they? They're not. I guess are they tag partners at this point?
I think so. He's just beating the shit out of Mike.
Bulldog did look. Yeah, Luger looks like $1 million. He's on his Mania roid still.
Oh yeah.
So does Mr. Luger have a match at Mania 11?
I think it's him and Bulldog for the tag titles.
Oh, against 1, 2, 3 Kid and Bob Holly, the famous champions.
Or they face someone in a tag match. He doesn't do a singles match. If my memory serves me. That
sounds right. Yeah, they're being friends here.
Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot he won last year.
Yeah,
Luger,
the famous double guys out.
Yeah. Which I thought they would never do again, and then they did it again, and then it was so bad.
Walt, who's this guy?
Mantar, of course.
Mantar's here.
1, 2, 3.
Mantar
4.
also not that big, just same size as Bulldog, basically.
Yeah, he's just wider.
I know. I just thought these guys were bigger. I just thought the whole hook was like they're large, and
yeah.
I know they can't all be King Mabel, but still.
Yeah.
Mantar is insane. This is the stupidest. Mantar is Bastion Booger, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that checks
out.
out.
What's the difference? Even if they aren't the same or they aren't the same person.
Even if they aren't, they basically are.
Yeah. It's like Bo and Oscar, like what that's Mabel's manager, no matter how you dice it. Aldo Montoya?
Yeah, it's Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese man of war.
Oh God.
Another thing, like why, Vince was just really not on a roll with his gimmicks.
Yeah.
These guys don't have jobs. Mantar doesn't have a job. Aldo Montoya doesn't have a job. They're just like weird characters.
I just don't get the sense they understood how to program a Royal Rumble. Like Aldo Montoya was like in like one of the last 4 entrants. It's there's still 9 guys left to go. Oh, is there?
Yeah.
It's going very fast. It's hard to tell how many people did it.
I only know because I have Wikipedia. But yeah, I mean, you're right. And like the fact that the roster is this thin, you gotta just reuse Razor and Jeff Jarrett.
You have to. I didn't 1, 2, 3
What's
Kid.
The harm? Dude, they were in a tag match. Whatever. They only played half the match, if even that. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh,
Henry.
Yeah.
Henry Godwin. Okay.
I don't believe he has a brother yet, or is it his brother? Yeah, it's his brother, right?
Phineas I got one, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a good gimmick. Now we can get behind that.
Yeah.
We love
He's a
the guy.
big guy too.
He's big. He's as big as I thought. We like Henry. We like Henry Godwin, right?
Yeah, I like Henry Godwin.
Yeah, just a good.
Met him once.
You met Henry Godwin?
Yeah.
When you were back, when you went to your infamous backstage. Have we talked about your backstage show ever?
I mean, if we haven't,
we've done so many episodes.
Yeah, it's time to revisit that.
You met Savio Vega. You met Henry Godwin. Who else?
Yeah, met H.
Wow.
You know, we got a picture with him. I'm pretty sure he was like completely goofing on us because he gave like the weirdest face. He's a heel back then too. We're like, oh, can we take a picture? He's like, oh, I'll do it at the end. And then at the end, he saw us. He's like, rolled his eyes, like, all right, let's do the picture. Wow. And then he gave us like really weird face.
He was like, you know, buttoned up H then, right? Like he was
Hunter Hearst Hemsley, yeah.
Yeah, the real Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
Blue blood, right?
Blue blood, that's right.
Yeah, pre-China.
You got we miss Billy Gunn's out in some jeans.
Yeah, who's bigger than everybody by a foot.
Yes, he's very big.
Such an insane thing that got overlooked throughout his entire career, and
until he went to AEW, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's twice the size of these guys."
Yeah. Who's that guy that makes Darby Allin look like an infant? Oh, crap.
This final round of guys, is horrifying. It's just loser row.
Well, Bart Gunn has to be shortly thereafter.
Bart Gunn might be making himself known real soon. Meaning right now, it's Bart Gunn.
Wow.
Vince is probably saying like, are the Smoking Guns gonna have to fight each other? They're brothers, but you know it's the Royal Rumble. Only one of them can go to WrestleMania.
It's so funny their attire is just jeans and boots, but like out of context, that could apply to a lot of different wrestling gimmicks.
Yeah, Henry Godwin's technically he's in like overalls, but they're still jeans,
denim and boots. Yeah,
denim and boots. Boots. Oh that would really suck to get stepped on with boots too. I mean, I know everything's pretty heavy, but like that's just.
I was just about to make that comment. That's how uncomfortable that must be to wrestle.
Yeah, for everyone involved, right?
Boots.
To wrestle the guy to do moves on a guy with boots on is probably so cumbersome.
Yeah,
looks terrible. Oh, who's this guy, Walt? Who's this Hall of Famer? This is Bob Backlund is probably the seventh, highest. Like, you know, he's probably the seventh most important guy in this whole match.
But we know who comes out, and do you know what happens here?
No. Is it Brett again?
Maybe.
Wait, why is Brett so mad at Bob Backlund?
Because they interfered in the match before.
Oh, because the Backlund thing happened at Survivor Series 94?
That's when he won the belt, but then he interferes in the title match here, and then Brett, that sets up the I Quit match at Mania 11.
Oh, is that what Brett does at the next Mania? He fights Backlund?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he beats him with a chicken wing.
Wow.
Which is ironic.
I had no idea this Backlund feud went on for so long. So Backlund never even gets in the match. Is this one of those ones where everyone says Backlund technically won the match or never was eliminated?
No, I think he does. Well, just like Owen, he might go in at some point and then.
Oh, okay.
Is this done?
Yeah, this is the other done or the other well done. Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
Yeah. Well done, and the heavenly bodies are just like useless, you know, like. And so, there we go. He's out. Okay, Mr. Luger got him. Crowd loves seeing Backlund get his. I think the Backlund character was a really good character.
It's weird how that hit. Like that wasn't like.
It was for 94 or whatever too. It was a very like. I don't want to say it's like modern, but it was a very weird gimmick for that era. You know. Like Beloved Legend goes crazy is something that we're probably more likely to do now than back then.
I mean, it was good. It wasn't bad. It just so happened
were you at the wrestling show? I think it was in Philly where Backlund was walking around the concourse. Do you remember this? And someone yelled like, "Hey, Backlund, like eat shit!" And Backlund, like, you know, Murdoch. Wow, he's 1,000 years old.
You cut out there for a second about.
Do you remember this?
I don't remember this, but.
Okay. Sorry, do you want to talk about Dick Murdoch?
What is there to talk about?
he's old. That's an oaf right there.
Yeah, I mean, good for him getting a paycheck. I feel like Dick Murdoch was in another Royal Rumble as well.
Let's check on. I have 30 seconds to look up Dick Murdoch.
The one in '98.
Dick Murdoch died a year later, so. Did not. It's probably not true. He was Bob Backlund's manager at house shows. Yeah, he was not in. This is his only match in WWF. It looks like. I know he was there in 83 to 85. He was truly just some guy. Oh, it's Adam Bomb. Well, do you remember where Adam Bomb is from?
What do you mean? What he's from?
Where he's billed as being from?
Probably like Nevada or somewhere in the desert where they actually launched like the Oppenheimer.
3 Mile Islands. You remember 3 Mile Islands?
Yeah, in Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah, that's where he's from.
Is that where Wrath was from too? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, possibly. I only know that from Keith Greenberg might have came up with that because I know that from WWF magazine. They wrote about Adam Bomb like being born in the fallout of the atomic plant disaster that was there.
It's so convoluted and stupid.
And then became a wrestler. Like, okay, yeah. Great, good luck, Adam Bomb. And his name is Adam Bomb. Oh, this is your final guy, Walt. This is it.
This is the number 30.
Oh, no. One more. Sorry.
Rikishi.
Yeah, it's Fat too. He's making a difference. One more guy.
Yeah, because I think I telegraphed the last guy before.
Yeah. Your favorite guy, Kona Crush, perhaps?
Yeah, my favorite iteration of Crush.
Your favorite Bryan Adams character?
Yeah.
Taker's friend, right? Wasn't he Taker's friend? I think he was in the Boner Jams gang or whatever it was. What was Taker's gang called?
The Bone
Brigade.
Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Yeah. Whatever Taker called his friends. Oh, the fans are going nuts for Bad Guy Crush.
Yeah, he didn't have a Harvey Whippleman.
Apparently not, or at least not tonight.
I don't know why I remember that way.
Whippleman. Oh, the Smoking Guns fighting? Wow, Discord among the Smoking Guns.
Oh, non-Kona Crush. What are we calling this Crush?
I think just Evil Crush, just Crush. I don't know if Crush had a other thing. But why did Crush? Was Crush million? So he wasn't $1 Million Corporation, but he was Macho Man's friend for like a month, right? And then betrayed him.
Yeah. Then they fight, but they fought last.
They fought at Mania 10. Yeah. Macho's last WWF match ever, or no, his last big match, right?
Macho Man. Yes.
About this. Yeah, it was Macho Man's last like important match, I think.
The Falls Count Anywhere, where he hangs him.
Yeah, I think that's right. Jesus. Hangs him like not by his neck, or is it by his neck?
No, it's by his like foot.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right. All right, well, all 30 men are in. That took 15 minutes, and it was It was probably the right call given this roster to speed run this thing, but it's still wild to see how fast it went. And what we got? We got Fatu, we got Adam Bomb, Aldo Montoya's still farting around. Henry Godwin, Dick Murdoch.
I saw Aldo Montoya eliminate someone. I'm like, wow, that's great for him.
Yeah, Aldo Montoya eliminated Steven Dunn.
Yeah.
So just incredible is that going for him? He can say he eliminated someone in the Royal Rumble.
He probably was in a Rumble later in the 2000s.
You think?
Probably was.
Let's look that up. That's better.
He's a prominent mid-carder at one point. Maybe prominent's not the right word.
Incredible. Unclear if he was ever in a. They don't mention the Royal Rumble ever again.
Okay, so maybe I made that up. I thought
he is a Portuguese ancestry. That's good. So they didn't just totally make that up out of thin air. Yes, he Wait. Okay, he was in the next Rumble too.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know they were in that. Oh, Dick Murdoch almost eliminates the eventual win. Dick Murdoch is in this match. What dire times.
Oh, do you remember that Aldo Montoya had a feud with Jerry Lawler at one point?
I do not.
There was a Raw where Aldo Montoya like rolled up Jerry Lawler, and Jerry Lawler got real pissed off, and then I think just beat the shit out of him the next week.
Oh my God! Yeah, who's the jobber for Jerry Lawler in 1995? Yeah, who's pumping him up?
So we got realistically at this point, like you said, it's really just Luger, Bulldog, and Michaels, right?
Yeah. If you're watching this, like who, even as like a
Murdoch's doing some weird dog. Did you see what Murdoch and Fatu were doing headbutts? What was that?
Yeah. Yeah. On all
they
fours.
got on their fours. They got on all fours like dogs, and they ran at each other. Ran in quotes. They just scuffled at each other and headbutted each other, and then did like a cartoon style like woozy, wobbly thing after. I
would love to interview someone in 1995 and be like, "Was this considered exciting for you?"
Yeah. Did you have fun? Like if you were a child at this show, it probably was fun. But if you were, let's say you were like 25 or something, and you were like, okay, I've liked wrestling, I like the 80s. I can't imagine this was good.
Yeah, because there's really only 2 people in this ring, 3 people that have like, and I don't know if people thought the British Bulldog could main event at WrestleMania back then, but like, definitely not at this point. I feel like.
No, but I mean, technically, Michaels, Dick Murdoch going for the winner again. Wow.
Yeah,
he wants Michaels out of there.
Making him work for that win.
I mean, Michaels is a whippersnapper too, so Murdoch's probably like, I'm gonna, teach this young man some respect.
Sure. Little did he know that he was sending Xbox into shit in his bag.
Little did he know that he'd be dead in a year or two. So.
Okay. Sure. I wasn't gonna bring that back up.
Just weird. Just weird that it was so very
quite
sad.
The callback,
family, obviously.
Yeah, quite the callback.
Yeah, this is just such scrubs.
Yeah, he's in the final 6.
Yeah,
and a drop kick.
That was a good drop kick. That was a very solid drop kick.
Put his working boots on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Vince is saying, like, could you imagine Dick Murdoch? I'm like,
doing a fireman's carry. Oh no.
Oh God.
Wow. Oh. Henry.
Held on. Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
For Mark Henry.
So we got the final 5.
Right.
We got
Henry Godwin.
We got Henry Godwin. Oh, they're doing like the all corners, but there's 5 of them, so it doesn't really work.
Yeah, so it doesn't work.
So it's the 3 guys that we like versus Conan. So I guess it's Henry. Is that? I'm trying to think of Henry Godwin's a good guy at this point, right?
I would be shocked if he wasn't.
Yeah, they become evil. They become like leather cowboys later, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like much later though.
But no, he's helping. He's beating out Mr. Luger though.
That could just because he's greedy.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so it's Luger, Bulldog, Michaels, Crush, and Henry Godwin are your final 5. Which is a fun final 5 in some ways.
God. Yeah, and I can't get a read of like, Luger's popular, but like, do people actually care about him right now? People didn't really care about, people cared about Michaels. Well, he wasn't really a main eventer at this point.
This was like the thing, right? This is what got him over there goes Hog.
But winning this Rumble was not impressive objectively.
No, it's impressive because it's impressive in kayfabe because he came in first and he won the Rumble. So like if you forget the middle 38 minutes, it's impressive, you know?
Yeah.
Just like on paper, they could say like for the next 2 months on Raw that he came in first and he won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
like compared to like other guys who've come in first or second or third that lasted for an hour, it is comparatively not that great.
Right.
But again,
Right,
dumb babies would not know that. So
Crush. What?
yeah, Crush really wants to go to Mania. Crush wants to face Diesel. What if it was Diesel versus Crush at Mania?
Instead, it was Crush versus dark match opponent.
What's the Rumble that Pritchard always says that Scott Steiner could have won out of nowhere? Was that the Mania 9 Rumble?
93?
Yeah.
Probably. He was pretty hot back then.
Yeah, because I remember him saying that on the show one point, and then it being like, weird, okay, like Scott Steiner, sure. Oh, Mr. Luger. Wow. Crush. Does Crush face maybe they face Crush at Mania?
I think so.
Let's see what happens let's look at what Mr. Luger
but it was I guarantee it was a tag match.
You're probably right. I don't doubt you. You've already proven your rightness. Oh no! Oh my God! The Allied Powers defeated the Blue Brothers.
Oh, that is the darkest timeline for Lex
Razor
Luger.
won, faced Jarrett again. Taker beat Bundy.
He didn't beat Jarrett though, right?
No, by DQ. Is that when Kid
cool.
starts? Is that when he starts feuding with Kid?
No, that's not
Kid
for
was
a
in
year.
his corner. So I guess Kid was probably there to cancel out Rhodey, right?
Later in '95 is when they feud.
Okay. Owen and Yoko beat the Smoking Gun. So that was when Camp Cornette started.
Yes.
Because Owen and Yoko beat the Smoking Guns for the titles.
No.
So after this, look at Crush. This is a Crush sort of exhibition, huh? Crush eliminates Mr. Luger. And whoa.
Wait, yep.
I think I'm a second ahead of you now. The crowd's pretty hyped for this. Look, I think the crowd's cheering pretty loud. I think they did not realize this was a potential outcome. You know?
Yeah, it was.
Because like you said, it had never really been done. This exact combination had never been done before, lasting this long. So
yeah, true.
And we were shitting on him, but 38 minutes of wrestling is a good amount of wrestling. So even though it's not an hour, it's not what Flair did, it's still pretty good. Oh, Michael sold out like 1 million. Oh, you're about to get there. It's great.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, just realized in our back and forth that I'm a little.
I don't know how that happens every time.
I know. Oh, Michaels is just putting on a clinic here.
Yeah.
Of like Hogan, of Michaels Hogan-esque bumping all over the place.
Right. He is making Bulldog look like $1 million.
Yes.
God, it's a little precarious doing the whole like on the top rope.
It's wild.
There we go.
See, I remember freaking out about this. But I guess they sell it like Bulldog won, which is pretty good. They strap just close up on him.
I should have done on the far side of the hard cam though, because like it's now watching it back, you kind of see it's clearly not eliminated.
Yeah, and they also, guys, I know what people didn't really do it the way Michaels did it, where you like go so far out, you know. And I guess they did it. They did it over there so you could see. They don't want, in case he fucked it up, right? They don't want you to see his feet.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, but you could have just cut the camera away.
Yeah, that's true. And then
she's off camera. Then you pan the camera back, and it's insane.
I remember being very fooled by this when we were watching it live, though. I remember thinking Bulldog won.
Yeah.
Again, being
tricked my 10-year-old self.
Yeah. Which is exactly what Vince was going for, is to trick a bunch of dumb children. There you go, Shawn Michaels. This kickstarts a whole reign that continues not to this day in the ring, but now he's, to become one of the kings of WWE, one of the best wrestlers of all time.
This started the reign of Shawn Michaels backstage terror.
That's right. Like you said, though, he made Bulldog look great. See, now they know they can use this camera, which is pretty good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, otherwise they would just destroy the evidence.
Yeah. Yeah, he made Bulldog look great. That was really He did not sandbag Bulldog at all, or which is great for what Michaels' whole shtick is, because then it looks like he won because he's a heel, but also because he's athletic and clever and good at this.
Yeah.
He was getting his ass kicked by a bigger guy, and then he just through guile and Bulldog being a dumb babyface, he won.
Yeah. Also, Bulldog, don't turn your back on the play.
Yeah, that's right. Play till the whistle. I guess they did sort of. Did they ring the bell? I didn't even hear it.
I think they played his music, which that's
pretty messed up.
God, this is a 1995 swole Shawn Michaels standing next to Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson making a face. She knows the assignment. She's supposed to make Michaels look like a douche.
Yeah, and she's playing right into the whole like I'm too good for this attitude, because she probably felt like she was way too good for this.
Yeah, she sure did. Michaels does look great too.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Walt. That was the 95 overall. What did you think? Having revisited this so many years in the future, we didn't realize this is the 30th anniversary of this match.
Yeah. We accidentally timed this on the 30th anniversary.
Yeah. What a year. What do you think now that it's over with this maligned? It was more fun than I thought it was going to be. There's worse Rumbles than this.
I think the half of the joy of this is just to see just how not stacked this roster was for this coronation of Shawn Michaels.
Because you and I have watched in various circumstances and situations, we watched other Rumbles that I think are more well received. And they're terrible, like they're not good. Like I'm thinking at some point, this is a while back, we watched the one that Austin won with Vince, and that Rumble was terrible. I remember it was awful because the whole thing is like it's taken over by Austin Vince, which is fine. And it's like a long-term story, but in terms of the actual match, like this is so shitty and no one cares about what's going on. Like the only thing anyone cares about is Austin Vince, whereas this one, it moves real quick. They knew they had a bad roster, and they're like, let's just power through it. And like in the process, there's a couple fun things that are not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a through line, but like it was a surprising through line, and it was a fun through line, and it wasn't like hit over the head. Like this is the only thing that matters. In fact, it was very shocking when it became the realization that it was the only thing that actually mattered was Bulldog and Michaels.
Yeah, it's a decent idea, and it's in the ring too. It's like there's just this. It's even though there's a dumb bunch of guys out there, like it's focused on what's actually happening in front of your eyes, which I think is always good. Like let the wrestlers wrestle, and if you're not going to have fun appearances or the stuff they certainly didn't do in 1995, let the wrestlers wrestle and give us something a little slightly surprising. I think that's all you can really ask from a Rumble.
Yeah. And maybe next time and we do 1995 Royal Rumble, we add in some of your big talent like Undertaker and Razor Ramon, and don't cheap out and pull a well done in.
Yeah, that's right.
Those spots are sacred. We know this.
Well, there you go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed watching the 95 or listening along to the 95 Royal Rumble with us. If you want more Awesome Truth, you can find our archives at awesometruth.libsyn.com. And for episodes old and new, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever podcasts are delivered. We are there. Walt, great episode. Great to watch Rumble. Enjoy watching this upcoming Rumble. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. It's kind of a weird period for WWE in 2025. Like they have a lot of wide open space. They could go a lot of ways. And they're going to it's going to be a good roster in that Rumble, but we'll see what they actually do with everybody once they get out there.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. So maybe let's watch that along.
Yeah, we just might as well. Who knows? We'll see. But I hope you all listening have a great time watching the Rumble. Thank you all so much for listening. And remember, the truth will set you free.